looking at this roof, this metal roof, we're going to look at some of these laps here, as you can see, that have been apparently a leak problem, and they put tape. They put a scrim tape over here. It's about 4.5 inches wide of a fabric. It's a polyester type fabric. And what they do is they use a liquid coating, and they put a layer of coating down, and they embed this tape or this fabric into the coating, brush it in, and then usually come back and brush a good smooth coat over the top of it. That's what's called an elastomeric membrane roof system, or a retrofit system for a metal roof like this. And sometimes it can be done effectively. It's very hard. It's very hard to get a real good job on it, and that will last, because I'm going to point out a few of the things that can go wrong, or that can cause you to have failures with this coating type of system. Basically, what's happened is they felt like they had some leaks in these lap areas, these horizontal lap areas where the metals lap over one another. Okay, what's happened is on a low slope roof like you have here, this is about maybe a 112 pitch, maybe a little bit more. You know, it's called a low slope system, low slope roof system. Okay, what can happen is water can actually wick up under this lap, this metal lap. If you don't, of course, you've got a metal lap right here. Water can actually wick up into this and pull back up into the building. Negative pressure inside the building can cause water that is on this in the morning, can cause water or rain to actually pull up into the building and drop off the back of this panel here, which is up in here somewhere, into the building insulation, and then you've got a leak or a wet building. Now, people say water don't run uphill. It doesn't run uphill, but it can wick, or it can be pulled uphill by negative pressure. So you've got to actually right here, to do this system correctly, you should fasten all laps down securely with a screw, which these have not been really fastened down securely. If they would have done that, this would have helped quite a bit better, because we got some bridging occurring here. And of course, we really needed, for this to be effective, it really needs to be skimmed over with some more coating so that it's slick, so that you cannot really see this fabric through the coating situation. Another problem that often occurs is what we call fish mouth. It's at these laps right here, or these laps and these metal panels. You see these little areas here, they pull up, and that's areas for water to get in. And over a period of time, this water will can actually filter in under the coating, loosen the coating, can actually cause a problem with your roof. And basically, what you got is a dam. So you have to be very, very careful with this type of procedure not to create a dam underneath these areas here that will actually leak worse than it did without this stuff being on there. So it's a very difficult procedure at best to get this right. We have done a lot of roofs like this with coatings, and some of them have been very successful, but the majority of the time we find, just like for instance this roof system that we're on right here, we find that some repairs have been made in previous years, and now they've got a lot of leaks, and they're going to have to do something different than a coating system. Whereas if they would have went ahead and spent the money on a insulation and membrane system over this particular roof, when they spent the money for the coating, they would be a lot better off. They would have put that money to better use, because this has probably only been done for probably 6 years, 7 years maybe at the most. So we've got you've got a lot of leaks in the building, so now you've got to deal with them. And you could come back up, do some coating work, and probably stave them off. But the problem is you're going to be back up here. Off and on patching, and you don't want your interior operations, and this is a manufacturing facility, you don't want these interior operations to be compromised by water. It doesn't take a lot of water to get into the building and get in your floor and have a safety issue, or have a electrical PLC on one of your machines maybe damaged, and several $1,000s or maybe many thousands of dollars. So it's better off to go ahead and get something that's going to keep your interior dry, keep your workers in good shape, and keep your workplace environment where you need